So there's a scandal going on right now concerning Oprah Winfrey and Kamala Harris concerning the money that Oprah Winfrey was paid to host that horrific town hall meeting. And let me tell you, there's some news out there, and actually somebody that worked in the DNC campaign for Kamala Harris, she's going to break down how the money was spent. And let me tell you, it's going to get real interesting in some of the things that she's going to say. So I'm going to play that video for you guys. But first, let me say this. Welcome. If you're here for the first time, welcome to Trending in the Afternoon. I've been covering the election, actually covered trending topics. This is not my usual setup, but I brought my equipment so I could bring y'all these trending topics. I'm out here. I'm traveling right now. So, all right. So let's get into this first video.
Oprah Winfrey was paid to endorse Kamala Harris, a report has revealed. The Washington Examiner found the Harris campaign paid $1.5 million to Miss Winfrey's Harpo Productions on October 15. The payment came after the talk show star hosted a town hall for Harris in September. Miss Winfrey also appeared at the final Democrat rally a day before the US election.
You know, it's funny how Oprah actually endorsed Kamala Harris, and she's hosting these town hall meetings or this town hall meeting. And it was years ago when Donald Trump, a younger Donald Trump, was on the Oprah Winfrey show. And Oprah asked him if he would run for president someday. And he said if he ran for president, he would choose Oprah Winfrey. He would make her his running mate. They're friends, y'all. These people are friends. So it's like, and they go back. So they go way back. So it's one of those things where it was kind of weird to see this combination, Kamala and Oprah Winfrey, out of nowhere. It's just weird. But let's watch this other video, man, because we got more videos to watch.
Kamala Harris in the news this week for, among other reasons, having run her billion-dollar campaign down to the studs when it comes to her cash. She's reportedly $20 million in debt. We told you the story the other day. Well, now the reports are that she blew the vast majority of that last $20 million on stars. Now, so far, we've only had one star deny receiving a direct payment, and that person is Oprah Winfrey.
Now, Oprah has been denying payment for that. I don't know why Oprah has been denying it. Just say you got paid. Everybody else, we know who got paid. So for Oprah Winfrey to deny it, that was kind of like a shock to a lot of people. Just own up to it. If you didn't get the money, just say your production company got the money. That's it. I don't know why they were trying to hide it, but let's continue watching.
Reporting is, and we've seen the verification via various publications, that Harpo Productions, her production company, was paid $1 million for that farce of a town hall that Oprah put on.
Look at that. They got the receipt. They're showing you the receipt. Look, this is farce. Let's continue watching.
Production company got $1 million to put that thing on. Now, it was on TMZ today. Either TMZ or one of their, contractors caught up with Oprah and said, "Hey, heard you got $1 million." She said, "No, I didn't get paid anything." She didn't mention that her company got $1 million. You omitted that, Oprah. It was like threading the needle. So she didn't take personal payment, she claimed. Now, look at this set. That cost $1 million, and the Kamala Harris campaign paid for all of it. And it looks like a nice set. They've got all the video monitors. I don't get it. Why wouldn't Oprah have used her production company, her set? So maybe that's what it cost. Maybe to do a photo shoot or a sit-down town hall with Oprah Winfrey, it cost $1 million damn dollars. Let me tell you something, people. This is yet another piece of evidence that Oprah Winfrey is fake news.
We're going to stop there. Look, $1 million for a set like that. This is how Kamala Harris mishandled, the donors, people who are donating money, not just higher end people. We're talking about people who went on that website and donated $50, people who donated $1,000, people who donated $10,000, people who donated $5,000, $500. And this is how she mishandled the money. And this is the person y'all wanted to fix y'all economy, for those who voted for her. Now, I know some people who voted for her and they wish they didn't vote for her. I'm serious. Like this is this is crazy. So let's take a look at the whistleblower who actually came out, or informer, or snitch who's coming out snitching. I mean, whistleblower is just a fancy name, y'all. So let's take a look at this video, because this one right here, she's gonna break it down for y'all. So so let's watch this video.
And although Oprah says she wasn't paid a cent by Harris, the campaign did pay her company $1 million to produce Oprah's star-studded town hall. Well, isn't that paying? And the Harris team reportedly spent 6 figures to build that set I told you about on that Call Her Daddy podcast, you know, which I got her hundreds of thousands of views, but I mean, I don't know that it was cost effective. And then you got Eminem, then you got Beyonce. So let's talk to somebody who lived it, okay? And is speaking out now with her own concerns. Lindy Lee joining us now. Lindy, thank you very much for taking the opportunity.
I'm a huge fan of yours. I've watched you for like a decade, so thank you so much for having me.
Well, it is good to be here, and let's start just.
Damn, he didn't even say thank you or or welcome. He didn't care.
You for a second with this question. What are you doing talking about what happened in the campaign and absolutely putting a target on your head, let alone your back? Why would you do this?
If we don't confront reality, if we don't address these very serious issues, we're going to keep losing. And I really like what you've said, earlier in the segment. If we don't recognize that America is shifting rightward, we are going to keep losing. If we don't have a financial accountability and some sort of very serious accounting of how exactly we spent $1 billion in 2 to 3 months, how our donors and even everyday Americans.
She blew $1 billion in pretty much 2 to 3 months, 2.5 months. If you donated to the Harris campaign, we're not even going to talk about her choice for vice president, her running mate, because he was a disaster. I'm not even going to mention his name. Oh my gosh, yo. $1 billion, 2 to 3 months. $1 billion she blew.
Who gave their $10 and $25 ever going to trust the Democratic Party again? We need a serious postmortem to show that we're learning the lessons, that we are exposing everything that went wrong, and that we are going to do better in the future. We can't just throw everything under the rug and assume that daddy's going to fill the piggy bank again.
What do you think of these allegations of what Oprah, I mean, either they paid the production company or they didn't. I've never heard of people getting paid for endorsements. Paid to perform, maybe, but usually they give it. But do you believe it?
It's not a matter of believing. It's literally.
Look who they got in the background. What they're telling you. They're telling you Kamala Harris was out there just spending money loosely. Look who they got in the background. Megan Thee Stallion. Just because you're going to the hood, it doesn't mean you got to bring the hood on stage.
And she can deny it however much she wants to, but it says Harper Productions on the FEC report. I really don't know how you get around that. It's her company, and she may not have gotten paid personally as a person, but it paid her company. So I think this is a matter of semantics. She got paid. And it's just, if my donors had known beforehand that the money would be dispersed this way, I do not think they would have given. It's a sacred trust. These people, a lot of my donors have worked hard all their lives. And again, these are everyday Americans around the country. I didn't just deal with big donors. I also fund.
Y'all, you see all the stars that she had pop up on that, town hall? Chris Rock, Ben Stiller, all those other people. It it didn't work. What's that telling us? That's telling us people don't care about celebrities no more. Beyonce knows. Matter of fact, Bayhive was out there thinking that they were going to get a free concert from Beyonce because Kamala Harris and her campaign promoted a concert, a performance by Beyonce, which never happened. So they turned around and started booing Kamala Harris. This is what was happening. I mean, this was a catastrophe, y'all. This has got to have ever been the worst campaign. This was far worse than Hillary Clinton's campaign run. Hillary did better. Let's keep watching.
grassroots donors who gave $25, as I mentioned.
Jennifer Lopez.
Did something called Geeks and Nerds for Harris. People are giving like $10 to $15. These are people, some people are living paycheck to paycheck. So it's a sacred trust for them to give money to a campaign. It is our utmost responsibility to use that money in a responsible manner and to not treat it as OPM, which is other people's money. If we can't handle campaign money the right way, how can taxpayers, how can Americans possibly trust us that we would handle taxpayer money the right way?
Facts.
Did you think you were going to lose?
This is a very hard question. Very hard. So we were told 100% that we were going to win up until I think 9 to 10 p.m. on election night, which is stunning. I had a DNC official telling me on the night of that we were going to win Ruby Red, Iowa. And I was just I just was wondering if he thought I was stupid. He said it in earnest. I also found out that the guy's being pushed out, the same guy who said that to me. Actually, I think the entire DNC leadership is going to change in the next couple of months. There's going to be hell to pay. This is not a 2016 loss. This is a shellacking. This is not a squeaker race. This is a resounding defeat. It pains me to say that. As you said, I put a target on my back. Actually, you'd be surprised that I have dozens of donors blowing up my phone telling me to stay the course. They may not have the guts to say it or the platform, but they want me to keep going because it's their money too. And we let the American people down.
I'm going to end there. We let the American people down. You heard what she said? This is not a 2016 loss. This is not a Hillary Clinton loss. That's what I just said. This is way worse. Now, I'm going to rewind the tape, and we're going to look at some of the celebrities. I got to put my glasses on for this one, though. If y'all saw the celebrities that endorsed Kamala Harris, we're going to take a look here, all right? So we're going to pause the tape right here. Hold on. Let me get my glasses, y'all. Like I said, this is not my usual setup, but I'm actually traveling right now, so I put together my equipment. Taylor Swift. These are some, not all. Some of the high-end endorsements, I would say, are celebrity endorsements. Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Julia Roberts, George Clooney, Oprah Winfrey, Robert De Niro, Jennifer Lopez, Ricky Martin. All the sassy guys endorse Kamala. Megan Thee Stallion, Leonardo DiCaprio, Eminem, Bruce Springsteen. Let's keep going. Ben Stiller, Lady Gaga, Fat Joe, Rihanna, LeBron James, Jennifer Aniston, John Bon Jovi, Lizzo, Katy Perry, Harrison Ford. Look, and the list goes on, y'all. And the list goes on. We're not even talking about all the black celebrities that endorsed Kamala. So let me tell you, celebrities did not pack a punch when it comes to compelling the American people who to vote for. They were misleading the American people to vote for Kamala Harris. That's what they were doing. And it backfired. It backfired huge. This is what Donald Trump did. Donald Trump met with the American people. If you really watch this campaign, he came downstairs and started shaking hands and rubbing shoulders with the American people. He was in McDonald's. He was in a garbage truck. He was at construction sites. He was at where the blue-collared workers were, and he was shaking hands, and he met them where they wanted to be met. Kamala wasn't doing that. She was busy paying celebrities to endorse her, and it backfired. Then after blowing over $1 billion in 2.5 to 3 months, she owed $20 million.
Kamala Harris's campaign has ended in financial turmoil, according to multiple media reports. Despite raising over $1 billion, the campaign has reportedly finished at least $20 million in the hole. According to a Politico reporter, two sources say Harris's campaign is now $20 million in debt after raising over $1 billion and still having $118 million in the bank as of October 16th. FEC filings confirmed the Harris campaign had a total of more than $1 billion raised, spending approximately $900 million of it by mid-October. But 3 weeks later, even that $100 million left over was dried up and then some. In contrast, Harris raised twice as much as Trump. FEC filings show Trump's campaign raised less than $400 million and still held a cash reserve of $36 million. Inside the campaign, staffers were reportedly unhappy with the handling of finances, with some still allegedly waiting on overdue payments for their work.
Let that sink in. Thank you for watching this video. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and tell me what you think. Drop your comments in the comment section. I want to hear from you as well. What you think about, Kamala Harris, Oprah Winfrey, all these celebrities endorsing or getting paid to endorse Kamala Harris. See you in the next video. Peace.